Hello family, here is Chris with a chainsaw. We are cutting down trees, like this one. And it's an electronic chainsaw, so we don't need ear protection. Chris is wearing eye protection, I am not, so I am behind. And we're gonna cut down some stuff, because we're real mountain people now. So he's making a front cut so that it falls where he wants it to, although it's leaning pretty hard in the direction we want it to fall already. And then once he has his front cut where he wants it, he'll go on the back side. And while I know this is not a fantastic view, I'm not going to step in front of the tree he's felling to get a better view, because that's not a good idea. One thing you may have figured out by now is that chainsawing is actually a really boring activity to watch. There's like 15 minutes of prep and then all of 5 seconds of like exciting fall. So we will see how much time I will not waste of yours. So there is Chris's top cut, you can see. So this means when he comes in from the other side, it should fall exactly where he wants it. In theory. Now I will move.
Very good.
Another important thing when felling trees is to have your exit strategy, which Chris has recently identified, in case he needs to quickly move. It shouldn't have anything that he can trip on, or any bushes in the way. A quick exit, so that he is not felled. Hooray! Boom! One tree down. We are debranching it, because what we will do is we will buck it, which just means to cut up a cut log into smaller rounds after it's been felled. And then we will season it, which means leave it out to dry. And then we will split it into little pieces of firewood to use in our upcoming wood stove. Oops. Here he is creating the back cut, I don't know if that's the right term, for the next tree. And it is also leaning very nicely. We're practicing on the easy trees as we learn this. And I do too use the chainsaw, but right now I've only been bucking, I haven't been felling. I leave that to him for now. And hopefully it will go timber in the right direction as all the others have. And a moment of truth. Oh, there she goes! Boom! Another successful tree down. Now why are we cutting trees? One, America's forests are way overgrown with trees because we haven't let natural fire burn since the 60s. Our particular place is overgrown with these rather sickly cottonwoods. We think the creek bank used to run through here closer to the house than it does now. So we are clearing them because one, they are sick and dying and therefore a fire risk. And also we want to have 100 to 300 feet of defensible space around our house for wildfires. We are in the West, it is something that we have to consider. And so none of these will go to waste. This is a natural thinning that would have happened if the natural cycles were in place, but we're not taking down all of them. We're leaving the healthiest ones, they call them standards in forestry, so that they can send off their offspring. And so yeah, everything will be healthier for it, I think. Not only are we felling trees today, I also had a project in the last 2 days that Chris helped with. And behind me, you should see the coop. And you might notice that there's some new things that have happened to it. Specifically, I have added windows, and a door. And I think the moral here was that I had some really grand plans on how to like really fix the roof and paint it and make it super Instagram friendly, but in the end I just actually needed it to be sound and dry, and so I scrapped together some things because we got an opportunity that I wanted to take advantage of, and that are these girls. Look at them, aren't they just the sweetest? These are our tiny dinosaurs, modernly known as chickens. And they're not the friendliest yet. Except for this girl, she's my fave. Look at that, I'm petting a chicken! They don't like it when I yell, I shouldn't do that. But we have 7 red star hens. They were $7 each, which for a full-grown chicken is pretty good. And you might argue with that because these are technically what you might call spent layers. At 3 years old, most chickens are most productive in their egg laying from 23 weeks to 2 years. But we didn't want valuable chickens. We wanted chickens that we could make mistakes with. And so while we are very dedicated to the care of our little girls, we'll make mistakes. And so we wanted what I call throwaway chickens. Although you're not throwaway girls. So these are our chickens. We got 2 eggs this morning. And let me tell you, I could have planned it better on bringing them home. Another lesson learned. We got them at 7, and then we had to stop at the tractor store to get bedding, and a waterer, and a feeder, which Chris has so nicely hung because it was on the ground and it was immediately covered in wood chips. So we got home at 8:30 last night and set up the coop in the dark. Thankfully there are headlights. And sleeping chickens are the cutest thing ever. So we have tiny dinosaurs. And I don't know if I already said it, but they gave us 2 eggs, which were really fresh and warm. I don't know if you've ever plucked a warm egg out of a chicken's cochlea, but it's really something. So we will add more chickens eventually, but 7 is enough for now. Hey chickens, do you have anything to say to my family and friends? Where's Noisy Chicken? Where's Noisy Chicken? Come here, chicken, chicken, chicken. They, I think, are in the process of finishing their summer molt. So some of them look a little ratty and scraggly, but their winter feathers should grow in. So that's what we've been doing, and I hope you're doing well too. And I will talk to you all again soon. Goodbye.